Okay, this is the last time I'm recording this. This is the last time. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, as someone that vapes, and as someone that's honestly invested too many hours researching this, it's not good for you. Vaping is pretty much smoking. Especially if you're not reducing the nicotine in your vape, it is basically smoking. You're still gonna get, lung cancer from it. It's just maybe not gonna happen as quickly, but it's still gonna happen. However, this thing about how it's killing people and people are getting fluid and I think it's vitamin E in their lungs and that's killing people and vapes are killing people. No, the lack of knowledge about vapes is killing people. By the way, my anger all stemmed from this Dr. Phil episode that I watched. It mainly focused on this boy who was smoking weed, but then they put a story in there about this girl who got it wasn't a lung disease, I don't think, but it was like injuries to her lungs where she can't really inhale dust, allergy, anything like that. Like she has to wear a mask, like it's that serious, and I'm sad for that girl, but they make it seem like push the narrative that vaping is just terrible for you. Vaping itself is not terrible for you. The stuff in vaping, like nicotine, is terrible for you, but it's not going to kill you. The reason this girl got her lungs injured in the first place because she got her vape cartridge from a random person. She didn't get it from a vendor, which is what I'm kind of going to talk about here. If you're of age and you want to vape, heck, even if you're not of age, let's be honest, and you're gonna vape, get it from a dispensary. Actually go into a store, a place you can legally sue. Go into a store and buy your vape. Do not be a dumbass and listen. You wouldn't get your weed from Joe Schmo across the street because we know as teens, well, the smart ones do, that if you do that, your weed will most likely be laced. All I'm saying is that you wouldn't get random weed, you wouldn't get random coke from a random person you met at the party, right? So don't get it from your friend. Go get it from a dispensary. If she had got it from a dispensary, this would never happened. Because up until this, vape has been around for a long time. And back in the day, this wasn't happening to people who were smoking vapes for a few months. This wasn't happening. And the reason this wasn't happening is because they got it from reputable dealers. Now we even have dispensaries that, again, we can sue. It's not even people anymore. It's actual dispensaries we can sue. And I say sue because they're liable. I mean, if something happens or they give you something that's fucked up or that fucks up your lungs, you can go and be like, hey, this is where I got it from. They're selling counterfeit stuff. That's why they don't do it. If we just educate people at this point on if we educate people on the knowledge that maybe you shouldn't get counterfeit weed or counterfeit vape cartridges, then I feel like this wouldn't be a problem so much. The only reason this stuff, people started dying, almost all the headlines I've read so far have always said they got it, or they're starting to put a statistic of most people get it from their friend instead of a dispensary. This person got it from their friend instead of a dispensary. This person got this random stuff from some random person and did not get it from a dispensary. Just be safe. Be safe. Have common sense. I feel like we have to educate people on this a bit more so it's a lot safer. Because people are making this like, again, vape is bad and it's going to kill you, but we have, we should boycott having flavors in it and everything. But margaritas still exist. Kids get alcohol like that. Margaritas still exist. We're not boycotting bars. We're not boycotting liquor stores. There's wine on the shelf. Your child, while they're going to go get candy and snacks, there's wine across the way. But again, that's not a problem. That's not a big problem that we're going to start boycotting. Dr. Phil doesn't talk about that. But you know what? I'm going to let it go. I had to point this out. It was getting to the point where it was like I was genuinely mad about it yesterday.